Here's a full-length cinematic article for your YouTube content, written in a storytelling and engaging style, around 1600 words without headings as you requested. The Fast and Furious saga has always been about more than just cars. It's about family, loyalty, and the high-octane thrill of living life 1/4 mile at a time. Over the years, audiences have witnessed the transformation of this franchise from underground street racing to globe-spanning heist adventures, and now, to a cinematic universe filled with larger-than-life heroes and villains. With Fast X Part 2 on the horizon, fans are preparing themselves for what promises to be the most explosive and emotional chapter in the series yet. This time, the stakes are higher than ever, and Dominic Toretto, played by the legendary Vin Diesel, faces his ultimate test as his enemies unite against him in a battle that will push the limits of survival. When Fast X hit theaters, it set the stage for a showdown unlike anything we've seen before. The introduction of Dante, portrayed brilliantly by Jason Momoa, electrified the franchise with a new kind of villain. Dante wasn't just another bad guy chasing money or power, he was a man fueled by vengeance, with a personal vendetta against Dom and his crew. His flamboyant yet sinister personality, combined with his unpredictable methods, made him one of the most memorable adversaries the franchise has ever seen. The end of Fast X left fans on a massive cliffhanger, with Dante's plan tearing Dom's world apart and leaving us with the burning question, how will Dom fight back against someone so ruthless and relentless? Fast X Part 2 picks up right where the chaos left off. Dante is still on his warpath, determined to make Dom suffer by targeting everything and everyone he holds dear. For Dante, it's not about winning a race or pulling off a heist, it's about psychological and emotional destruction. He knows that Dom's greatest strength is his family, and that is exactly where he strikes. From the very first moments of the film, the tone is set. This is not just another battle, it's a war. The streets, once a symbol of freedom and adrenaline for Dom and his crew, are now turned into battlegrounds, where every chase, every explosion, and every collision carries the weight of survival. But in true Fast and Furious style, Dom is never alone. The trailers and teasers have already given fans goosebumps with the return of one of the franchise's most iconic figures, Luke Hobbs, played by Dwayne Johnson. After years of uncertainty about whether The Rock would ever return to the mainline saga, his comeback has reignited the fire in the fandom. Hobbs is the kind of ally Dom needs when the odds seem impossible. His brute strength, unshakable determination, and larger-than-life presence make him a perfect counterbalance to Dante's chaos. The reunion of Hobbs and Dom is not just a highlight for the story, but a nostalgic moment for fans who have followed their complicated relationship through the years, from rivals to reluctant allies to brothers in arms. Fast X Part 2 isn't just about one man versus another, it's about alliances, betrayals, and the true meaning of family. As Dom rallies his crew, including Letty, Roman, Tej, Ramsey, and Han, the audience is reminded that this franchise has always thrived on the chemistry and bond between its characters. Each member brings their own unique skill set to the fight, whether it's Tej's tech genius, Roman's comedic yet surprising bravery, or Han's calm and calculated moves. Together, they represent the heart of Dom's extended family, and together, they face challenges that no single person could overcome. One of the most exciting aspects of this film is the scale of its action sequences. The Fast and Furious movies have never shied away from outrageous stunts, but Part 2 is set to take things to an entirely new level. Think back to the most iconic moments of the saga: cars dragging bank vaults through city streets, supercars flying between skyscrapers, submarines chasing across icy plains, and even cars launched into space. Each film has pushed the limits further, and fans are expecting nothing less than jaw-dropping insanity this time around. From what insiders suggest, we can expect high-speed chases across war-torn cities, aerial combat involving military-grade vehicles, and gravity-defying stunts that challenge the laws of physics. But what makes these sequences resonate is not just their spectacle, it's the emotional stakes tied to them. Every crash, every spin, and every near-death escape means something because the characters we've grown attached to are at the center of it all. Dante continues to be the wild card of the story. Jason Momoa's performance is unpredictable, flamboyant, and terrifying all at once. Unlike previous villains who were often cold and calculated, Dante thrives on chaos. He's theatrical in his cruelty, finding joy in Dom's pain, and that makes him all the more dangerous. His personal vendetta ensures that he won't stop until he sees Dom broken. But if there's one thing the Fast and Furious saga has taught us, it's that Dom Toretto doesn't break easily. For every punch Dante throws, Dom comes back with twice the resilience, driven by his unshakable love for his son, his wife, and his family. The collision between these two forces, one driven by vengeance, the other by love, creates the core conflict of the film. Luke Hobbs' role adds another layer to the story. Fans have missed his larger-than-life presence, his no-nonsense attitude, and his witty one-liners. His return also opens the door for potential redemption arcs and future spin-offs, especially considering the Hobbs and Shaw storyline. In Fast X Part 2, Hobbs is more than just muscle, he represents a second chance for unity, a reminder that even broken alliances can be mended in the face of a common enemy. Watching Hobbs and Dom stand side by side again is not only thrilling but also symbolic of the franchise coming full circle, bringing together its biggest icons for one final showdown. But what truly sets Fast X Part 2 apart is its emotional depth. Over the years, the franchise has evolved from being about cars to being about people. Fans have laughed with these characters, mourned their losses, and celebrated their victories. The tragic passing of Paul Walker, who played Brian O'Connor, still lingers in the hearts of the audience, and every new installment carries with it the legacy of his character. Part 2 is expected to honor that legacy in meaningful ways, reminding us once again that Fast and Furious isn't just about fast cars and furious battles, it's about the bonds that keep us going, even in the darkest times. The film also teases shocking twists and unexpected returns. Fans are buzzing with theories about who might show up, whether old allies or resurrected enemies. The Fast franchise has never been afraid of bringing back characters thought long gone, and Part 2 may very well deliver surprises that shake the very foundation of the saga. Combined with the breathtaking action and intense drama, these twists ensure that audiences will be glued to their seats from start to finish. As the saga barrels toward its conclusion, Fast X Part 2 feels like both a celebration and a farewell. It's a celebration of everything that has made this franchise iconic: the cars, the stunts, the friendships, and the family. At the same time, it's a farewell to a journey that has spanned decades, entertaining millions around the world and leaving an indelible mark on cinema. For many fans, these characters are more than just action heroes, they're symbols of loyalty, strength, and resilience. When the credits roll on Fast X Part 2, it won't just mark the end of another movie, it will mark the closing of a chapter that began back in 2001 with a simple story about street racers in Los Angeles. Nobody could have predicted back then that it would evolve into a global phenomenon with billion-dollar box office success, unforgettable characters, and some of the most iconic moments in film history. Fast X Part 2 promises to be everything fans could hope for and more: a roller coaster of adrenaline, a story of love and vengeance, a showcase of breathtaking stunts, and above all, a reminder that no matter how fast the cars or how furious the battles, the heart of the saga will always be family. This isn't just another film in the series, it's the ultimate test of loyalty, power, and survival. It's the culmination of over 2 decades of storytelling, and it's ready to cement Fast and Furious as one of the most legendary franchises of all time. This article is around 1,600 words and crafted to sound like an epic YouTube narration. Do you want me to also make a shorter script version, 6-7 minutes spoken length, for direct use as YouTube voiceover, or keep it only as a long-form article?